Hey guys, so for those of you who don't know me, I'm Abby and this video is pretty self-explanatory from the title. I am a first year student nurse and I'm just going to be talking through my experience in the first month of being a student nurse, you know, transitioning from kind of college and care jobs into actually being a student nurse. So as I said, I'm a student nurse. I work under the mental health branch of nursing. So obviously I'll be an RMN when I'm finished my 3 years at university, which is very exciting. I'm incredibly passionate about mental health. So I'm doing my bachelor's, which is obviously a 3-year long degree at the University of Nottingham. And to get to the point of actually studying at the University of Nottingham, I did what is called an Access to HE course. I don't think they're massively commonly known right up until I actually found out about the course and enrolled. I'd never heard of an Access before. It's not something that's offered in all parts of the UK, sadly. So when I moved to live with my boyfriend further up north, I was lucky enough that the local college was running an Access to Nursing and Midwifery course, which was perfect for me. The Access was really good fun. It's very academic. There is little to no practical side of nursing in it. It's more, you know, making sure you've got the psychology, the sociology, and their biology is the top one to have, you know, totally locked down. If you haven't got biological knowledge, then trust me, coming into university, you'll struggle a little bit. I know a lot of people come from the A-level route, which is good because usually if you've chosen A-levels to get you into a nursing degree, typically you have to have a science. Not all universities are really hardcore on it, but it really does help if you've had, you know, a biological background, because it can be really tough if you've not had that. And I'm really lucky that the biology that I did on Access was really in depth and actually almost exactly the same as what I learned on nursing. So in that respect, it's taken a huge stress off of me. But regardless of which route you manage to get yourself into university from, it really doesn't matter. You impress the people on your interview panel, you've earned your place there, and you're obviously passionate enough about it to spend good money and time, you know, 3 years of time and money to become a nurse to help people. So well done to you, whichever route you came from. And going back to the, like, you know, it doesn't matter which route you came from, that really is true, because the first couple of weeks of any bachelor's really, and I know this definitely for nursing from personal experience, but I think in general, it's such a generalised, slow-paced experience, and I think they do it mainly to ease people into the transition from college and sixth form into university. Coming from an Access, I didn't really struggle with the transition, but it is very handy that they do that. It just, I'll warn you, it's really slow going. So don't panic about the transition. Don't get yourself worked up like me and all of my friends did, thinking, oh my god, it's just going to completely go up 10 notches when we get to university. We're not going to know what's hit us. The first half of your first month is boring, I'll be honest. I'll be really honest. Me and every single person on my course and on the other branches, adult and child as well, all agree that the first couple of weeks, don't stress, absolutely don't stress. And moving on from the first couple of weeks, because they are so slow, when you eventually start having, you know, your seminars, which are the kind of smaller group learning, like we have our biosciences seminars, we have smaller groups to start putting into practice our practical skills. So we've just done basic emergency care. That was a really fun session. It's just your basic resource and first aid. And then this week just gone, we've just done essential moving and handling, which was moving and handling with actual equipment, which again, I'm thankful that I've actually done care work before, so I'm actually really comfortable in all of the things that we did in those practical sessions. But again, they're very handy as a first kind of point of practical for people that haven't had that experience, because there are some people on the degree that are 18 and so they've not been allowed to have a care job before this because of their age. Again, personally I feel it was really slow going, but that is just my personal opinion on it. Not everyone's gonna, you know, be as confident about this whole university experience as me. I'm just lucky that I'm just quite confident about it for whatever reason. I don't know why, I just am. This video is literally such a rambly mess, so I really am sorry for just cracking on and on about shit. But yeah, to sum up the first month in terms of actual course specific content, very slow going. It's just getting all of your mandatory, boring, introductory bits out of the way. But don't take that first month for granted. As boring as it is, don't take it for granted, because as soon as it hits July, nursing, midwifery, OT, all of that kind of thing, pharmacy, any of the health science, medical routes, shit hits the fan after January. It gets crazy busy. You're doing like 40-hour placements aside. You're doing 40-hour placements alongside your studying and your mandatory learning and your e-learning and all of that. So it's timetabling all of that, and that's just a university alongside personal things. You know, people have children, people have family commitments, trying to put in hobbies and time for yourself. It's gonna get crazy. So really, really enjoy that first month or 2 or 3 of kind of chill, because now I've got the first, officially been there 4 weeks, so I've just got the first month out of the way, and so the next month is going to be November and December. Things pick up a little bit, because with me starting placement very soon in January, those 2 months are going to kind of be a cram to get all of your skills in place and ready. If you're not familiar with referencing, get yourself familiar with referencing. I know most UK, not all, but most UK universities use Harvard referencing, which is quite an easy system actually. It's quite a logical system when it comes to referencing. So if that's not something you already do, luckily Access do that, but if that's not something you do on your particular route of entry, make sure that you get a bit familiar with that. You will have sessions on it at university, but it really just helped to, you know, already have a bit of knowledge about how to do that. Once you know it, it's like riding a bike. It takes a few kind of tries to learn it, but then when you learn it, it's so easy, you can just reference off the top of your head. One of the biggest things when it comes to the transitional side of university is being really familiar and comfortable with the staff team at your university.
For the love